Oh my goodness. Ooh, wow. Oh wowzer. That's impressive. There we go. Wow. Whew, that's definitely got more attention than the old one. Holy cow. Oof, goodness me. And one side's holding it up. That's something. That's a bad one right there. That one. There we go. Yeah, okay. Clicks right on. Okay, this Dodge truck here. It's a 2019 Ram 550 with a Cummins, and it needs a serpentine belt. You can see it's a little scuzzy there, starting to chew up and walk off the pulley. So we're gonna change that. But first we had to stop, take a minute, and do the little shock absorbers there for the hood, because those are all wore out. The hood was falling off, so that was no fun. But I want to show you something before we do this. Let me get the light right so you guys can see this. This is quality Dodge for you right here. Okay, look at how much that. Look at how much I can bend that hood with just my hand. I mean, it's like it almost bends the hood under the resistance of from the new shock absorbers. Like these trucks are made out of the cheapest metal that I've ever seen. I don't think I own all different kinds of trucks. I've owned GM, Ford, Chrysler, all different sorts of stuff, international, you name it. And I would say hands down, Chrysler, like, and Dodge and Ram or whatever they call themselves now. Pretty sure it's owned by Fiat. But these are definitely the most cheaply built trucks that there are out there. These are like this is like a tin can with wheels on it and a big diesel engine stuffed into it, and a transmission that blows up if you look at it wrong, and a wire and harness that corrodes for no reason and raises heck with the truck and costs you thousands of dollars. So don't buy one of these things, but just thought you'd like to see that. So look at that. That's wild. Good job, Ram. I mean, look at that. That's just pulling on the hood just a little bit, and it's like, I mean, it's almost enough to bend the metal. This thing is such a piece of junk. Crazy. No. less than 5,000 miles on that filter. That's another Dodge thing. This truck has done this since the day it was brand new. Same length, looks like it. That old one's a little stretchy. Alright, let's put this thing back on. Nope. How did I do that last time? Am I? Oh, wait, no, I'm messed up. Okay, I'm messed up. It was supposed to go like that. All right. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright, pro tip. Put the air box back in first and then put that top piece back on. It goes together much easier that way. I thought I was filming that and I had the GoPro turned off. I do that a lot. Especially on these night jobs. I do these every 5,000 miles and they look like that every time. These air box screws are 10mm or they got a Phillips head on them. Strip them out. It's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. Ah! Well, I just drop everything down there. There we go. Okay, that's the 4-ways, and we got no. Nothing on that one back there. Let's see what's up. Flashing 12 volts at that thing. Point to it, but it doesn't have the lights turned on anymore yet. Let's just replace the bulb and see what happens, huh? These things are directional, remember? Hey, oh. There we go. Ah. Alright, the lights work. Turn signal works again. Let's check it out. That's all it's getting tonight.